Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about Jamble again. There's a seller on Jamble that goes by, hold on, I forgot his fucking name. Styles_fits. His name is Jake. In a previous video, I showed some screenshots from one of his shows where the little bitches on Jamble were talking shit. But apparently this guy's been selling a shit ton of fake aloe on Jamble. The fuck? This person said he did in fact sell us all fake aloe. He calls it manifested it and not the actual word authentic. What the fuck? The person said I had a live show this past Saturday and a couple of the women he sold fake aloe to hopped on my live and expressed how frustrated they were and how he was beating around the bush and wasn't issuing refunds. He then started telling people in the pose of mean girls on Jamble that he was on vacation and couldn't respond to anyone's DMs. How convenient. So I let them vent during my live stream. Then Jake made an appearance in my live stream, calling them out and saying how disrespectful it was that they would talk about him during somebody else's live show. He did not apologize or think it was disrespectful to sell all of us fake aloe. After this live stream, I was reported by the Meat Girls and or Jake to Jamble. Continue a screenshot of the message. Okay, so this is the message that this person got from Jamble. I showed this in a previous video. I'll show it again. It's from the Jamble Quality team. Hi there, Jamble Quality here. We reviewed your recent show and we'd like to remind you that we do not tolerate sellers talking about other sellers during shows, and please note that this will be our last reminder. Jamble is an app dedicated to reselling and we kindly ask you to remain focused on that. Personal disputes or drama should be handled privately away from the platform. Hold on, we'll go back to that. Continued public drama, this is my favorite. Continued public drama negatively impacts the entire Jamble community and the app's reputation, which we cannot allow. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. All right. We're gonna do a record scratch right there. So backing up, personal disputes or drama should be handled privately away from the platform. Okay, so I talked about bad sellers on Jamble on my YouTube channel, and Jamble still had a problem with that. They literally said almost the same exact thing to me, how the drama negatively impacts their app. It's like, yeah, it fucking does, but that's not my fault, Jamble. That's the people that are doing the bad things. That's their fault. That's the scammers' fault. It's not Vada's Rad's fault. They had it twisted because they're fucking idiots. Yeah, instead of addressing things with Jake, the guy that sold the fake aloe, they're gonna reprimand this person and say, oh, well, you shouldn't be talking about it. Well, why? And then there's messages to Stefan. Who's Stefan? This person said the aloe sweats are not authentic, and they said, oh no. Pfft, so fucking stupid. I'm sorry to hear that you suspect the aloe sweats aren't authentic. Can you please send us a photo? It'll help us take the best steps to sort this out for you. They said, yes, there's a total of 3 pairs I bought. I'll send pics. He said, hey there, thank you so much for letting us know. Whenever you're ready, do share those photos with us. It really helps us. Here's a couple of photos of the 3 fake ass aloe sweats. This person still hasn't gotten their money back for the fake ass shit. What about all the people that got sold fake ass belt bags? Did they get their money back? They didn't. There's still people on there selling fake belt bags. This person, Warehouse Wifey, is selling fake ass belt bags. Here's a bunch of screenshots from this person's show. Girl, put those away if they came from Jake. Anything that came from Jake is fake, sorry to say. I'm saying he needs to check his vendor, but that's the thing. I feel like this guy's gonna blame his vendor, but no, Jake. It's your responsibility to know that the shit that you're selling is authentic, because I guarantee you're going to go to your vendor and they're going to be like, oh no, it's authentic. They're not going to admit they sold you fucking fakes. And they're probably going to refuse to show you that it's authentic because, spoiler alert, they don't have proof that it's authentic because it's not. So apparently somebody messaged this Jake guy and he said, this was recently rumored around in a show. I saw it. These are all manifested items. That shows where they come from. What? It is from their flawed items. If they have noticeable flaws, I do not sell them. Wait, what? So some of their flawed items, so they're all gonna be flawed, but you said if they have flaws, you don't sell them. What? Aloe also doesn't do authentication in store, so I'm not sure where they're getting the information from. Then I guess he said, I can assure you these aren't all dupes, and let them know anyone that leaving a bad review won't help me with wanting to take returns from everyone. Well, then Jake comes in here and said, all right, I'm saying this and then I'm leaving. Do her thing. The items we received are all manifested. Manifested just means that you know what's coming in your box or palette or whatever. Like, what do you mean manifested? What are you trying to twist that around into meaning? There is issues, then it is beyond just my supplier. The complaints have already gone up the chain. I'm waiting for information from them. The person said, I'll just go to my bank at this point and report fraud if I don't get refunded. That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do, because these platforms don't always refund you, so you have to go to your bank. But then when you do that, the platform gets in trouble and then they in turn ban you. I've never had issues anywhere with anything I've ever been supplied, so if it's an issue, it will be figured out. I'm out of town right now, but please just keep my name off these chats until it's figured out. I'd never do anything like that. Yeah, please stop talking about me. Please stop spreading the word that I'm selling fake shit. That's the thing. None of us are saying you knew. We are saying your vendor needs to make it right with you, and we just need shipping labels to send our stuff back for our refund. He said, that sounds great. Please just stop spreading stuff about me then and sharing personal conversations. That's crazy disrespectful. And what's crazy disrespectful is selling us fakes. This person said, I'm an innocent bystander. By just reading the comments, what I think is crazy disrespectful is the non-existent apology to the buyers and lack of accountability. Funny how a guy sells fakes to women on here and expects them not to say nothing, then tries to demand not to talk about it. Wild. Yeah. Just admit that the shit was fake. Just admit you got fucked over by your vendor. See, that's the thing. That's like literally a common thing on Jamble is people get caught selling fakes, and instead of taking accountability, like, well, some of them knowingly sold fakes, but others were fucked over and thought that things were authentic, but they weren't. So they got fucked over. So instead of them, you know, being like, oh, I got fucked over, I'm sorry guys, they just double down and spew some bullshit. If you're gonna get a bunch of new with tags, aloe and Lululemon from a supplier, like a shit ton of it, ask them for proof that it's real. You can do that. A smart person would do that. A fucking idiot that just wants to make money and doesn't care about scamming people would not. Oh, and just to remind you, Carly, who's Carly's Closet, Vanessa, who is DNC Closet, and Ashley, who is Blackheart, they're all friends with this Jake fella. They're all supporters of him. Scammers and terrible shit people really do stick together. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. If there's something going on that you want me to talk about, you can feel free to send me a DM on Instagram, or you can send me an email, and yes, I will keep you anonymous. As always, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.